Alright, welcome back. I'm 3 people who watch me. I can name you all, but I won't in case someone other than these 3 watch me. Oh crap, does he have blue eyes? Because that's like... I don't think that's just the lenses. I think that's just the lens reflecting his eyes. Those are goddamn beautiful. I never noticed that. I always thought it was just like, oh, the lenses in his eyes were blue. But no, I think it's just reflecting his just fucking crystal clear blue eyes. But anyway, I'm back with Dishonored. I'm gonna keep playing. I'll probably be able to get out of prison. Yeah, I'll definitely be able to get out of prison in this episode. I don't know if I'll be able to get through the sewer section to get to the Hound's Pits, but we'll see. The yard walkway. There's a lot of... I really like the second game of Dishonored as well. They fix a lot of things. I'll put it that way. This one isn't super friendly to non-lethal playthroughs. Like, pretty much all you have, if you want to go non-lethal, is choke and sleep dart. And then you get, like, all these super cool gadgets and, like, gizmos that are like, oh man, look at this super cool steampunk crazy world. It's like, yeah, but you can't use it because you don't want to kill anyone to make the game more challenging and fun. But the second one, fixes that with a lot of things, and I think the story is more compelling. I like that it's voice acted. Combat, you can do combat non-lethally, which is a fun side thing that this one doesn't have. So even if you're going, you know, non-lethal, it doesn't mean you have to go totally stealthy.
Ackworth, you lazy slug.
I don't think I can choke him out without him noticing.
Not yet. I was gonna report that boiler leak from yesterday. Forget it.
Gotta wait for them to get past. That's a lot. There's until you get out of prison. If you want to do non-scene, non-lethal, there's a lot of just sitting around and waiting continuously. But that changes after you get your super magical powers, because you can just kind of, instead of waiting, teleport through the entire area. And that's what I mean when I was talking about earlier. It gets kind of easy later on, because you have, like, 27 powers that make it so you can stop time and teleport and possess people and yada yada yada. And there's like 1.5 million ways through it, and it gets... But I don't know, I usually find the kind of bread and butter teleporting through area ways is... Oh, alright, well... There goes my ghost playthrough. I don't have to kill him yet, though. Oh. I don't think these guys notice, even if they do.
I know you're somewhere around here.
Oh, maybe they do. Oh, jeez, don't fall. So, do these guys know? It doesn't look like he... Oh, he does have a sword drawn. But they'll stop. Yeah, they won't know that I'm here after a while.
I know you're here.
So I can still do the non-lethal part.
Call out if you see him.
But yeah, I mean, and that's what I mean, like, stupid mistakes like that, where you walk forward half an inch too far, and then your entire ghost run is ruined unless you have a save that you're willing to go back to. And I don't even remember, I'd probably have to start this entire freaking mission over if I wanted to get back to not being seen because I haven't been saving, but that doesn't make for good video. So we're just gonna go through non-lethally. But like I was saying before, if I was playing Dishonored 2, this would mean like I could pretty much stop caring about stealth, because they have a bunch of mechanics put in place where you can be non-lethal even when you aren't stealthy, which I think is really, really fun, because like when you do something stupid like that and all of a sudden your thing is given up, you don't have to do what I'm doing now and just keep trying to stay invisible. Let's see if this guy stops looking at me. Just hide under this desk until he stops noticing. But yeah.
I better make a pass over here.
I mean, I might as well bring up some simple stuff that it's good to bring up while you're Let's Playing. I'll start with what got me into video games. My dad, probably, I'd say. My dad when I was younger, not so much now because he's got all his work that he does because I'm from a lower middle class family. Gotta work till you die. But yeah, when I was younger, he played a lot of games, and I thought they all looked so cool. 'Cause I played games too, primarily with my sister. A lot of two-player games, like we had the Ape Escape, a lot of party games. The Ape Escape party game we really liked. There was a Crash Bandicoot party game that we also really liked. Also, just a lot of general games like Crash Bandicoot Time Warped, I think it's called. That was a really fun one. We'd take turns on it, and the entire Sly Cooper series, we'd take turns. She'd play all the Sly missions, and I'd play all the Bentley and Murray missions. So we found ways to kind of like split it up. And Spyro. Spyro wasn't one I played with Jordan as much, my sister, but it was one that one of the early ones I played. Oh man, that game's great. I'm gonna have to actually play those games again. I think my younger brother has them all now, along with my PS2, but he doesn't appreciate them. I'm calling you out, Sage. You don't appreciate games enough. Go back to your roots. Get better.
Watch for booby traps.
But yeah, so when I was younger, I played a lot of those kinds of games, and it wasn't really something that was something I did on my own. It was more like, you know, I'd play some games with my sister, or if I did play it on my own, it was something I only did for a little bit, but and back then my sister was way better than me because she had just 2 years of being alive on me. So as I was starting to get into games, she had like a bit of a leg up, and I was one. Also, she picked the most BS character in Ape Escape, like Natalie in the game. She can just like stay. We were playing. So before I moved up here. I was in Iowa City for a while to keep track of some stuff and, you know, put stuff into storage, help my mom move into a new house, that sort of thing. But so we played Ape Escape again because we were like, heck yeah, let's play this game because it's a game from our childhood, and we both remember it being super fun. And it is super fun, but as we were playing through it again, it became painfully clear just how crazy overpowered the character she always played was. Like, we smashed through that game so fast. We beat all of its bosses in seconds because she could just like stand next to it and do her basic spin attack and take half of its health away in 5 seconds. And I played through as one of the harder characters, but I still was able to beat her because I'm better at video games than her now. And that was something I was going to get into. Originally gaming was something that, like, maybe sometimes I played it on my own, and other times, but most of the time if I was going to play, I was playing with Jordan in some way or another. But as we got older, I started playing a lot more, and if I remember right, originally what I started playing them a lot more for was because my sister was so much better at me at these games. You know, she could beat me at all the things all the time, and I could never make any progress or beat her. So I started playing on my own so I could kind of like get my skills up, so like I could up my game and beat her. But as it went on, I started playing on my own more and more and more so I could get better and better. And as she grew, I just kept gaining more and more interest in the things. But as she grew older, she lost a lot of interest in games. And she still loves loves Spyro and all those other games we grew up playing, but she's not as interested in finding newer games to play with as I am, and that's where really I started connecting with my dad more. I used to watch him play games. Oblivion was one that I remember watching him playing, and it just blew my entire mind open. I remember watching him play Oblivion and being like, whoa, this is this whole world you can walk around in, and it's not like set levels. You can just like go in it. And he was like, yeah. And like he had a horse, like you could buy a horse and then you owned a horse in game, and then if you ever needed a horse you can get that horse, and if that horse dies you have to go buy a new horse. And like you could play it so many different ways, and like my mind exploded when I watched him play Oblivion. It was crazy. And I mean, I had a similar experience when I played Oblivion. I loved it. Open world games are still some of my favorite because I just love how much of an option you have for just like do what you want in this world. It's very immersive to me, very much like I'm living here and I'm doing stuff and it's cool and it's fun. I still, nowadays, I like...
Smells like a dead Reaper in here.
I still do like those. I still play Oblivion. Skyrim, I was really hyped when it came out. But I don't know. Recently, I've been getting more into first-person-y ones. Not like first-person, like, but I mean like this kind of thing. Like, where it is a set track, but you have multiple options. And you can kind of play it your way, but at the same time, it's kind of like solving a puzzle. But I'm out of time for this episode. So, I'll see you in the next one. No, I won't see you, and you won't see me, but you'll hear me in the next one. And if you leave a comment, I'll hear you in some way, or shape, or form. But yeah, bye for now.